Game of sister concerns. It's the home derby. Yes, the visuals are live, brought to you from the Oman Cricket Academy Turf 1. What wonderful visuals we have from the heart of Muscat, here in the Vilayat of Amrat, in the center of Al Hajar Mountains. But without any further ado, let's head to Mudassar Ali Qureshi, who is there in the center with the pitch report.
The first thing you feel out here is the heat and really tough conditions for the players. And it's a double-header day with two important games to be played here at Oman Cricket Academy after a refreshing day off. And last 6 games, in fact, the last 6 days, all the matches were played on pitch number 9. Now today we move to pitch number 4, a brand new surface. And let's have a look at the surface. For me, it looks to be a pretty much hard and dry under the sun. As you can see, it's really hard, but also the sprinkle of grass has been left by the curator here on the good length area, as well as there are few visible cracks available. But said that the batting should be easier as the day progresses. But for the fast bowlers, they really need to work hard to extract some early movement. But as the day progresses, I believe the spinners, they might come into play as they might get some purchase from this surface. All in all, it looks to be a good surface. As well, execution with the bat and the ball will play an important role.
There's always something for the batters. There's something for the bowlers here at the Oman Cricket Academy. And that was a testament from the very experienced Mudassir Ali Qureshi. Love the surface here. It's world-class facilities here in the heart of Muscat, and it's only getting better by the day with further development of the facilities. It's time for the toss, and I think Mudassir Ali Qureshi is in the center with the two captains.
It's toss time here at Oman Cricket Academy, and the heat is on both in the weather and on the points table. Royal Oman Stallions, the table toppers, they'll be taking on Yalla Shabab Giants. The captains are next to me, and is our match referee Samir Parker, who will be taking care of this encounter. Jiten is the captain of Royal Oman. He'll flip the coin and Jay will call. Khanjar is the call, and Khanjar it is. Jay, what have you decided and why?
We would like to bowl first because the wicket is the very fresh, and we will try to restrict them 120.
A good comeback in this tournament, but still it's kind of a must-win game for you, and qualification hopes are in your own hands. So what's the plan and how is the preparation?
Preparation is a very good, but for us is the two most important game today and also tomorrow. So we will try to our best and win this game. After tomorrow we will see.
We have seen a complete team performance, but when we talk about the fielding side, it's Yalla Shabab who has dominated in that area. Is Sanju Sajib back in the side?
Yeah, Sanju is the fit, so good news for us at the moment. Today is just one change. Sakil is rested and Sanju is fit, so good news because he is the match turner as a fielder. Also, when he came in the ground, he also turned the match as a fielder. Also, when he also his contribution is good as a batsman, but fielding is extraordinary. So that's a good sign for us today.
Best of luck and give us a good game.
Thank you.
जितेन, आपको पहले बल्लेबाजी की दावत दी गई, क्या सोच है आपकी इसके बारे में?
नहीं, हम भी टॉस जीत के पहले बैटिंग ही करने वाले थे क्योंकि फ्रेश विकेट है और हम वी आर आल्सो लुकिंग फॉर बैटिंग फर्स्ट एंड वी आर हैप्पी फॉर लूजिंग टॉस.
टेबल टॉपर्स टीम का माहौल के बारे में बताइए और कितना इंपॉर्टेंट होता है इस मोमेंटम को कैरी करना फाइनल तक?
टेबल टॉपर वी आर हैप्पी फॉर दैट कि हम लोग ने वो टेबल टॉपर और फाइनल में एंटर किया और हम लोग मैच टू मैच जा रहे थे. हम लोग ज़्यादा कोई फ्यूचर का सोचा नहीं था, प्रोसेस में ध्यान दे रहे थे और मैच टू मैच जा रहे थे, तो हैप्पी फॉर दैट के रिजल्ट हमारे हाथ में अभी.
अब आप जब फाइनल में पहुंच गए तो क्या आप बेंच स्ट्रेंथ को टेस्ट करेंगे? कोई सीनियर्स को रेस्ट मिलेगा इस गेम में?
या हम लोग ने जो नेशनल प्लेयर है हमारे शगब के जो सिलेक्ट हुए थे वो उन लोग को रेस्ट देना चाहते हैं और जो नए बेंचर है तो उन लोग को खिलाना चाहते हैं. तो उसमें से नदीम भाई, विनायक, हसनैन, करण एंड हाँ यशस.
वेल डन. 5 नाम आपने काफ़ी सही बताए. ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर दिस गेम.
थैंक यू सो मच.
So the news from the center is that Yalla Shabab captain Jay Odedra has won the toss and he has opted to bowl first.
Two captains of the sister concerns. It's a home derby and both think in a very different manner. Talking about the sides, Royal Oman Stallions, Anshuman Prasanna, Atta Ahmed, Faizan Abdullah, Farmanullah, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, the captain, Junaid Ahmed, Karthik Kumar, Saad Baggar, Sagar Parmar, Shahrukh Khan, Ved Prakash, Jai Prakash, Jaiswal. And talking about Yalla Shabab Giants, Hasnainul Wahab, Jay Odedra, Mohammad Sami, Mufaddal Paniyarwala, Mujibur Ali, Sai Shiv Narayan, Sanju Sajeev, Shah Faisal, Umair Shakil, Zikriya Islam, Zohaib Amanat. So it's a very strong Yalla Shabab Giants against a little softer Royal Oman Stallions. Joining me in the comm box, it is the very experienced Jamil Zaidi. Jamil bhai, probably an edge to Yalla Shabab with, they have nothing to lose here. They're looking for that prime spot, and at the same time, Royal Oman Stallions, one leg in the final. They're trying to probably see their bench. Wonderful in-swinger. Gets an inside edge to start off.
Good afternoon, Pranav and all the viewers around. Yes, you are absolutely spot on. Royal Stallions definitely give rest to some of the top players. Obviously, seeing that they are in the already final, no pressure on them. Whereas Yalla Shabab has a lot of pressure on them. They brought the best team in this match against Royal Stallions. They have to play another match tomorrow. So they have to work hard to come up to the second position in this tournament.
This is going to be an interesting one because Royal Oman Stallions resting 5 national players. It's a good idea because they don't have anything to gain in the league stage. And at the same time, those national assets are very important. A quick single for Anshuman Prasanna to get off the mark.
Yeah, the cheeky one. Yes, absolutely, you're right. I mean, they have to rest the national team players for the big day, maybe day after tomorrow. And that's the right time for give them good rest. They have done a lot of hard work in the last matches, all the national team players. Though everyone, but of course, more pressure on the senior players in the team. So we are going to see a good match today. And it is always good that newcomers come and face some important matches, as they had given chances to some of the new players in this particular match by Royal Stallions.
Now Royal Oman Stallions are very comfortable at 16 points. In the arc, driven well, and a little bit of a mix-up. He'd given up for a moment, Anshuman Prasanna, not even in the equation.
Well, the first two singers look that it is very, very, what you call difficult for them to come up with a single. They must talk to each other. Both the singles were very, very cheeky singles. Could have been a, what you call run out in those circumstances, but both survived.
Now Yalla Shabab Giants are at the second position with 12 points. And they're tied with Majis Titans, who are also at 12 points. Both have played 8 games. Defended, and they're going to push for a single, and they'll get that very comfortably.
Well, that's so nicely taken. That's a good call. I mean, the non-striker has to be ready by the call given by the striker. Yes, it will be a very, very good contest, and I think they have got a better run rate as well against Majis Titans, Yalla Shabab, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, by the smallest of margins. Yalla Shabab is at 0.93 and Majis Titans is at 0.80. So Yalla Shabab not only want to win this game, but they want to win this game comfortably. Big shot on the offside. Throws the kitchen sink at it. Not very usual Anshuman Prasanna, but this is being effective. 4 valuable runs.
Absolutely spot on. Brilliant through the extra cover by Anshuman Prasanna. Look at the full confident bat. He is absolutely, really, he just won the hearts of everyone, particularly in this season.
Very technically correct, and that's what makes him very impressive. You don't mind sitting and watching this lad bat all day, because he's not one of those players who's going to be very innovative. He's going to be sticking to his plan, showing the full face of the bat. Good in swinger. Umair is a tricky customer. He'll finish with a dot ball. Just 6 runs from that over of Umair. The captain decides to lead from the front. Comes in from the Oman LNG end. Good ploy to use spin very early in the game.
Well, they had to win this match at the maximum number of points, as well as average also there, not net run rate. So this brilliantly fielded, could have been certain boundary. So this showed the commitment and the importance of this match to Yalla Shabab fielders at the moment.
They've come all guns blazing at the moment. Yalla Shabab Giants. They want to win this game. And somebody who wants to win this game even more is Royal Oman Stallions, because they're top of the table and they want to be there. They want to continue the momentum. Sister concerns placed at 1 and 2. Don't want the other one to have the bragging rights. Anshuman Prasanna fends this one.
It is quite interesting, Pranav. These two teams are often coming to the finals playing each other. And I don't know what is the what you call sentiment and what are the commitment to the game, as they feel that both the teams are from the same fray.
You don't want to be losing, and even today when the boundaries are really big, if you look at the square boundaries, almost feels as if they are 200 meters. That's how far they are. Cut well, but with that offside, few good fielders there.
Packed outside field.
Sanju Sajeev, Sai Shiv. Cut once again, and good penetration of the gap. Junaid will have a lot of confidence coming into his back. That with two good fielders catering that offside, he's pierced that gap to perfection.
Nicely placed, bisecting both the fielder, top fielders, and get a boundary to his name.
Really want to see a little bit of flight from Jay Odedra. He's one of those handy customers. Guides it to backward third, and this is what they can do. Super Sanju immediately comes into the equation and puts in a full stretch dive. 2 overs done, 12 without losing a wicket. In search of a wicket is Umair at the moment. He's one of those wicket-taking bowlers for Yalla Shabab Giants. And big in swinger, a little bit of an inside edge. And Anshuman Prasanna is able to rotate strike.
Yeah, he's actually very, very nice bowler. Umair Shakil always getting wickets, and moreover always on the track, trying to bowl within the stump, moving from on and off, taking the help of the wicket as well with his nippy bouncers and short pitch deliveries. Today Anshuman doesn't look in that confidence as he used to be, isn't it?
He's just taking a little bit of a time. He's not had a lot of opportunity, just 7 deliveries yet. And he's got 6 out of it. That short over point was exclusive. And most importantly, tell me, Jamil, by one thing, that when you have a player like Anshuman Prasanna, generally well suited for the longer formats, 50 overs, 2 day, technically absolutely spot on. And then when he comes to the T20 format, he works like the spinal cord for Royal Oman Stallions, holds one end tight, takes the game deep. He does have those big shots as well. How valuable is a player like that?
Yeah, definitely. You are spot on. Yes. In nowadays cricket, now whether it is T20 or the longer format, at least couple of players in the team should be who can carry the bat. Either it is a T20 up to 20 overs, and if it is a longer version of 50 overs, couple of them should take the team to the 50 overs mark. As long as they will be on the wicket, I'm sure that run will be coming because they have experience. So that is, I think, must nowadays for even both formats of the game, T20 or the longer version.
Shot pulled in the gap. This will get to the boundary. Junaid is ecstatic when the ball is bowled short, and Umair will pay the price for it.
Nicely pulled beautifully toward the square leg. Look at that one. All the time, come right in front of the ball through the square leg. Perfect. Pull toward the square leg boundary. Getting the confidence, Junaid. After two magnificent, one onto the offside and this one onto the square leg.
Overpaying in terms of respect to the batter, and as a result, erring in line. We'll have to re-bowl this one, Umair. How impressed are you by Anshuman Prasanna? Long-term good investment. They did give him a lot of time last season.
We're talking about the youngster. He's one of the best I have seen. As we're talking about him all through this tournament. He's one of the best youngsters coming up with full confidence.
Erring in line once again onto the pads. And it's only going to be a single on this occasion.
If you talk about an opener, he has got all the qualities of a solid opener.
And youngsters is the future of cricket in Oman, and that's where somebody like Anshuman Prasanna, Aryan Bisht, these are youngsters. They've got their opportunities last season and they're capitalizing this season. Few sparks from Aryan Bisht last season, few sparks from Anshuman Prasanna, but this season they are fire. Full inside out, middle of the bat, Anshuman Prasanna. Just when we were appreciating him, he attests that appreciation.
Absolutely brilliant. Look at that one. Just open the face of the bat over the extra cover. What a confident looking shot from him. End of over number 3.
Jayo Dedra continues. Looks like a very good wicket to bat on. The ball's not getting a lot of turn. It's coming onto the bat. Happy to be rotating strike at the moment. It's a balanced start for both the sides. 8 runs per over. 3.1 overs, 24 without losing a wicket. Yalla Shabab Giants want a wicket here, somehow.
Definitely, yes. They need to have at least before 5 over gone. At least. And the moment talking about this was the straighter one from Jay. Beaten. Anshuman outside the off stump. Wicket's behavior hopefully in the next innings might be changed a bit.
Penetrates the circle. should get a couple. Good effort from Mujibur has still resulted in 2 runs.
Could have saved that one, but anyhow, it goes through him. 2 runs being taken by Anshuman.
Cut. There is protection, ample amount of it on the offside.
Quite interesting field on the offside for now. This particular fielder, I think, been placed for Anshuman to go back, cut, and slide up pitch so he can grab the opportunity.
Strategically very, very correct is Jay Odedra, and at the moment he's trying to set Anshuman Prasanna into a trap, and that's the offside trap. He wants Anshuman Prasanna to get caught probably playing that cut shot. One of these deliveries is going to be a big turner as well. He does have that armory up his sleeve. Big shot, frustration, gone high up in the air only to mid-wicket, and he will hold on to that one. Zoeb Amanat is a handy fielder, and Anshuman looking very good, departs back to the dugout.
Well, absolutely. Good ploy by Jay Odedra, trying to force the outside field and then try to get loopy delivery, and he tried to clear the ground onto the long onto. Good catch taken. So the wicket number 1 back to the pavilion for the Royal Oman Stallions. 26 for 1.
What an incredible over. Perfect setup, picture perfect setup by Jay Odedra. Just 3 runs and gets that prize wicket of Anshuman Prasanna. Shahrukh joins the likes of Junaid. And Faisal comes into the attack.
Another outstanding bowler in this tournament. Faisal Shah makes his room into the team, and he must be.
And if you look at that wicket, consistently Jay Odedra, understanding that the leg side boundary is pretty deep, he was pushing Anshuman Prasanna to go against the line, and that's what he did on the final delivery, feeling the heat. It's a perfect setup. Lack of length and guides it to deep square leg for a single. This is going to be an interesting battle. Shahrukh uses the long levers, likes to take on the bowler. On the other hand, Faisal, the incredible Faisal. How satisfying is it to see an experienced bowler setting up a batter?
It's always good to see. Battle is always there, but some good bowlers and some good batters must be actually seen that how they are going to face each other.
Driven well. It's going to be a single, easy one though. It's a batter's game, which is highlighted by quality bowlers. Because unless and until there is good competition between bat and ball, you won't enjoy the game of cricket. You don't want to see a bowler just coming in and being thrashed all around the ground. That won't give you satisfaction as a spectator, as an audience member. You want the bowler to have the better of the batsman, and then the batter takes on the bowler.
And that's what cricket is for now. It's a battle going on every time.
Fends this one. They're rushing. Could be interesting. Direct hit was required. Although the direct hit impacts Junaid and he's flat on the ground. That had impacted really hard onto his right side lower back.
Very, very quick single they want to take. Slight hesitation from Junaid, but finally he makes it. Something going on the back of it. Once again, the magic express has come and will do the magic.
The lower back. Never too easy, umpire. Making sure that everything is spot on. This is what happened. Directed was curtains, certain curtains. Should he have put in the dive? Probably yes, that would have deviated against the ball. Would have worked as a protection.
I think he wanted to drag the bat a bit further from the crease, and he was just, I think, missed his tap, what I believe in.
Oh, he was completely out of equation. If it was a directed, he would have been shot by 2 feet probably. But this was a wild throw. Hard impact. Would have been very painful. And it's hit that part of the body where you don't have any kind of protection and the muscles get a little too sore. They're not one of those hard worked muscles. But he's a strong lad. Up on his feet, Junaid.
He has been among the runs from last 2 matches, Junaid. And before that also. In the middle he lost his concentration maybe, but now he's really looking completely in command.
In hunt for a wicket, they only could result in injuring Junaid. Although Junaid is still in the mix of things, he's still in the middle at the non-striker's end. It's only a matter of time that he realizes he has to go to the other side. He does get it. Keeping a tad bit low here from Faisal. This is a very good ploy from Yalla Shabab Giants. They've been very disciplined. Just outside the off stump, they've got Royal Oman Stallions stuck into the game. Royal Oman Stallions, they like to dominate, but they haven't been able to do. They're well placed, well poised. 29 for 1 in 4.4, but haven't got off to a flyer, the kind of innings that they like.
Well, I think still the run rate is quite satisfactory as well as Royal Stallions are concerned. So slowly at almost 6 runs and over. So by the next couple of overs, they might go up, get some big runs also during the overs.
Driven very comfortably. It's a big boundary and might not really get to the rope. It's only going to be a couple of runs. This is not great running because it should have been 3 on most days.
Maybe because of that burn he took during the last ball. Might be trying to recover the pain he has got on his back.
So just 5 runs from that over. 3 singles, dot ball and a couple. 5 overs done, 31 for the loss of 1. A game certainly in favor of Yalla Shabab Giants with the quality attack that they have showed against their sister concern Royal Oman Stallions. Joining me in the com box, Wagle. A game in favor of Yalla Shabab Giants at the moment.
Well, still early days in this contest. 31 for 1 after 5 overs. So still one more over of power play to go. Would just be very interesting to see if the batters go after Zikriya Islam.
Oh, this is pretty mediocre. Just when we were giving the credit to Yalla Shabab Giants, they let one go on the leg side. Zikriya Islam, generally a handy bowler.
As I was saying, of course, if the batters decide to go after Zikriya Islam and end somewhere around that 40-run mark, or maybe even 50 if they go ballistic, it's just going to be even Stevens there. Yes, they've managed to pick up a breakthrough.
40 would be a great start. It looks like it. All of a sudden there is a bit of urgency. There's going to be a couple of free runs as well.
Because on a wicket like this, definitely somewhere around that 40-run mark, even in a power play, and all you have done is just lost one wicket. It's early days in this contest. We've seen how the pitches are behaving at the moment. So you would be wary of that first innings total. It's a good toss though. Whether to win or to lose, you really wouldn't matter at the moment. The team batting second will have that target in mind, and then that's why they would be in a very, very comfortable position at the moment.
Looking for a big slog on the leg side. Wanted to send it probably to Mars.
And they're certainly quite attacking cricketers, both Junaid and Shahrukh. So even though they wouldn't get to that 40-run mark, they would still be looking to attack in the overs thereafter.
Wonder what he was running for on that occasion. Straight into the hands of Zikriya Islam. It's a good comeback. 4 runs from this over so far. 2 leg byes, 2 wides. And now long on, drops back. Long off comes inside the circle. It's going to be fired in. So a dot ball to wind that over. It's only 35 for the loss of 1 at the end of 6. And Royal Oman Stallions are probably a little behind Yalla Shabab Giants at the moment.
Just after the power play, Royal Oman Stallions are 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. Joining me in the com box, Mudassir Ali Qureshi. A very, very good toss to win the night, perhaps, especially on a surface like this. You were there at the pitch, I believe.
A very good afternoon, Amin. And indeed, a good toss to win, and having a closer look at the surface, somehow I feel as the day progresses, the surface will, in fact, should become easier for the batters. The spinners will play an important role because there were quite a few cracks which was just under the covering of the grass that might open up as the day progresses.
Just bunts it towards backward point. The fielder is there at the boundary ropes, Umer Shakil, who will ensure it's only a single. But quite uncanny, isn't it? It just looks like a green top at the moment, but and not many patches. So certainly it should be something that supports the bowlers, but then getting easier for the batters because it's a fresh wicket.
Yes, from here we can see it's a green top, but While having that closer look, it's kind of just a sprinkle of grass by the curator on this surface. That is the reason the fast bowlers, they're not getting much extraction from this surface. They really need to work hard to get something early on, especially with the new ball.
Oh, he dug that one really short. Faisal Shah trying to get something off the deck, some sort of seam. Very sedate start as of now for the Royal Oman Stallions. 36, and they've lost that one wicket, yeah, but they're looking to hit those big shots. Not able to connect that well, but the intention is quite clear. And what an exciting contest we are going to have right at the moment. Two sister and concerned companies, or rather teams, and they would be both eyeing that spot in the final to put their foot in the final. And this is a very, very crucial matchup for getting your spot in the final.
Especially it's a must-win game for Yalla Shabab because Royal Oman Stallions are almost into the finals with 16 points, 12 points for Yalla Shabab and 12 points for Majis Titans. So it all.
I believe Majis Titans and Yalla Shababs have 2 games in hand. So for Yalla Shabab, this game and the next game, which is tomorrow, and that next game is going to be a virtual qualifier, Majis Titans versus Yalla Shababs. But before that, one would want to register a win here.
They just cannot afford a slip up at this stage. And going into the final game against Majis Titans, they want to be in a comfortable position, not looking for that net run rate, because if today they lose, and tomorrow if Majis Titans wins by a good margin, and the next day on the final day if Yalla Shabab wins a close game, that too against Majis Titans, then everything will come onto that net run rate for both the sides.
Well, the mark is 16 points at the moment, and Royal Oman Stallions with the most comfortable position. Oh, he's cut that straight into the hands of the fielder. Sanju Sajeev is playing today. Had not walked off from the pitch while batting because of some strain, the side strain, and then he couldn't get back as well. So Royal Oman Stallions in that very, very comfortable seat on 16 points. But also important to note, this is the last game for Royal Oman Stallions. If they manage to get a win over here, they confirm their spot. If they don't manage to win it from here, they have to depend on the other 2 results. If Yalla Shabab Giants win this contest, they are on 14. And Yalla Shabab Giants need to win the next game to make it 16. Ooh, that was edged and taken. The batter is walking back. What a brilliant, brilliant take here. Soft dismissal. And finally, a hint of movement for Shah Faisal and a moment of brilliance, as a matter of fact, seeing the back of that left-hander, Junaid.
He worked really hard. Nothing much for the fast bowlers, but consistency has been key for Shah Faisal. Oh, what a delivery. Slight movement, bowling at the right channel, and what a take by the wicket keeper. The first success for Shah Faisal, wicket number 2 goes down. That's the end of Junaid. 7 overs gone, 37 for the loss of 2.
Royal Oman Stallions at the end of 7 overs, 37 for the loss of 2 wickets, and that wicket at the very last ball of Shah Faisal's over was an absolute stunner. Out comes Saad Bagar, a promotion to number 4.
5 senior players not playing this game for Royal Oman Stallions, and Karthik, who got that brilliant 50 in the previous encounter at this venue, he has been demoted in the batting order.
Yes, certainly something about providing chances and opportunities to players here, and Saad Bagar has been in and around this side for quite a long time, and one would want somebody like him to get in the mix at the moment. Just plays it towards that long on region for a single, gets off the mark.
With no Karan, no Vinayak, no Nadeem, still not sending Karthik top of the order, it means clearly he is not in their plans for the top order, though he has got that 50. Was expecting him to come at number 1 position in this game, but testing the other batters.
Couple of tight overs, that last power play over and then the previous over by Shah Faisal, where he managed to pick up a wicket. So all of a sudden, a very on par score has now turned out to be subpar. Looking to accelerate. Oh, looking down. Coming down the track. Won't prevent a single though. Courtesy a little bit of fumble from Zoeb Amanat.
Kind of a 130, 140 surface. In the previous games also we have seen a good wicket, but teams, the batters, they just could not apply. And somehow I feel, playing almost 50 to 55% dot deliveries of your innings, it makes no sense, and you cannot blame the wicket.
It certainly seems to be that sort of a mindset at the moment of the batters, that they've probably just understood and taken it to heart that the wickets are going to be tough for batting. And you can see it with the intent that the batters are showing. They're not going for those big shots. They're not going for any flashy drives or taking on the infield at any circumstances earlier on in the innings. 8 gone, 41 for the loss of 2 wickets, ROS. Eight overs gone, 41 for 2. Jay Odedra, captain, has already bowled 2 overs in the power play and now it reintroduces himself to come for the third. He's got a wicket to his name, so he'll want to add one more to it, or as many as possible, as a matter of fact.
And rightly said by you in the previous over, the batters, the intent is not there. And you'll find such kind of wickets, the upcoming Asia Cup, especially when we talk about the Dubai surface. It also has a kind of a green top. And also the running between the wickets. You need to put that pressure while taking the first one quickly. Not in a mood. Saad and Shahrukh taking their own time.
And that's probably why Yalla Shabab Giants has been such a very interesting team to watch. And the reason for their success is that opening partnership where they looked so intentful, Zoeb Amanat and Hasnain ul Wahab. For some reason, the other teams have had such lackluster performances at the top of the order, apart from a couple of games. The only game that I can think of where the opening partnership just took the game away was the one where Muscat Thunderers took over Majis Titans. There was a century and there was no wicket that had fallen for the Muscat Thunderers. Apart from that, any other game which did not feature Yalla Shabab Giants, the opening partnerships were absolutely not clicking. Looks to come down the track. Only a single.
Both the youngsters, the top order batters of Yalla Shabab, the left and right hand combination, Zohaib and Hasnain Wahab, they provided that start but not able to capitalize. 4 overs 40 and all of a sudden both the batters back in the hut. Trouble started, middle order not contributing much. That is the reason we haven't seen scores of above 150, 160 from Yalla Shabab. But wherein that 173 partnership for no loss, chasing 172 by Jatinder and Ashish Odera was the highlight of this tournament, where we have witnessed the first 100, the only 100 as of now in this tournament from the blade of Jatinder Singh.
Oh, in the air, falling just short of that fielder and caught in two minds. The fielder Sanju Sajeev, normally a very, very thinking and calculative operator in the field, decides to go towards the non-striker's end, but it was actually right-handed Saad Bagar on strike who was caught stranded outside. 9 gone, 45 for the loss of 2. Royal Oman Stallions. Charging down the track, Shahrukh taking on Zikriya Islam, and he has dispatched him for a maximum here. First ball of the over, and Shahrukh has decided enough is enough. We need to get after the bowling.
The 50 comes up with that maximum. What a shot. It's coming down the track, under the ball. The clean connection. Just trying to break the shackles here, Shahrukh. Still, the strike rate is under 100 for Shahrukh. 51 on board with that maximum. Zikriya, who is also part of Asia Cup squad. He did not look in his best form with the bat and with the ball in this tournament, I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. He's had a lackluster, or let's say a very, very quiet season so far, Zikriya Islam. Single, a very quick one. But what he's done in this game is that he's held one end for those couple of overs where he didn't give much, and then you can see that by just that 1-6, so 7 runs from this 13 have come in the first 3 deliveries of this over. But so the earlier 2 overs, of which one was in the power play, he was absolutely class. But after that, it's been very, very quiet. He's not managed to pick up those crucial wickets whenever he's brought on. Comes quite low down the order because of that power-packed batting lineup for Yalla Shabab Giants.
Brilliant stuff from the fielder. Cutting that angle and quickly releasing the ball, keeping the batters just for a single. It's a good comeback by Zikriya after going for a maximum on the very first ball. Dot single, just 2 runs so far after that maximum.
Oh, this time down the ground, 1 bounce, a good over, and now a boundary to end with it. Makes it not such a good over. Zikriya Islam at the making sure that the Royal Oman Stallions are in some sort of groove here at the halfway stage. 57 for the loss of 2 wickets, Royal Oman Stallions.
Very cautious start. Half of the overs done in the first innings. Going under 6 runs per over. 2 wickets down, Royal Oman Stallions. Shahrukh run a ball 19. Got a maximum of boundary in the previous over. And Saad Baggar giving him company. He'll be on strike. Jay 3 overs 12 runs, a wicket to his name. He'll be finishing his quota this game by bowling this over. And joining me is Jamil Zaidi. Very good afternoon, Jamil sir. 58. The loss of 2 wickets looks good, but the intentions, that positive approach is missing.
Absolutely. Good afternoon to everyone. Yes, you are absolutely right. The first 6 over was approximately 6 runs and over, and then some great bowling from Jay. This time coming down the wicket, brilliantly played. No one can stop it between the long on and long off. Brilliant boundary.
Shifting the gaze, Shahrukh. Oh, look at that. Dancing down the track, drilled between the long on and long off fielder. Valiant effort by Mujibur Ali, but no stopping. 4 runs for Shahrukh and more runs for Stallions.
It's quite, doesn't look like that much interest of the team from the same management playing together. The virtual commitment, the intensity of the match doesn't look like at the moment.
They are good friends of the field, but I'm pretty much sure the end of this game, everyone wants to be on a winning side. Yes, but that approach slightly missing in this game. But yes, once runs on board, all of a sudden you can see that energy level going up. They are in control, Yalla Shabab. Under 6 runs per over, Jamil, but that also might be the reason they're just not charging, watching and bowling with simple line and length.
Yeah, and a very packed outside field, placed by Jayodhitra, bowling according to his placement, trying to bowl within the wicket, outside the off stump, short of length. End of over number 11, 62 for 2, Royal Stallions. Shabbab bowling change from the Oman LNG end. A very, very good all-rounder, Shabbab. Win at least 1 or 2 matches for Yalla Shabab in the last couple of games. Pulled beautifully, too short, smashed it over the long on for 4 runs.
A good looking shot from Shabbab. Dragged from the off stump line, just going past the bowler. No long on. Mid on inside the 30-yard circle. 4 runs for Shabbab.
He was cleverly dropped him outside the off stump, but he quickly came back.
What is interesting, Jamil Bhai, is getting some turn. If you can provide that flight and use those wrists as a leg break bowler, definitely you'll get some purchase.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, actually, that what you call variety is always give you something results. Results may be on the other hand also. You might go for the maximum, but you get a wicket as well.
But as a bowler, even if you go for a maximum, if you find that turn, you'll feel good, you'll feel positive. Then you'll try to bowl those attacking deliveries to create an opportunity. Going for that reverse shot.
Some sort of a buying a wicket variety. Flighted deliveries.
Poor batting. He was looking good, but brave and bold is Shabbab. Ball after he gave that flight, asking him come down the track. And he misses the line completely. No mistake by the informed wicketkeeper Sami.
Brilliant bowling. We're talking about the flighted deliveries, and this time he worked for him. Shabbab got the wicket. Good stumping. Wicket number 3. In comes Jiten Kumar Ramanandi, one of the best all-rounders of this particular tournament. Have lot of wickets and some lot of runs along with him. Captain for today's game. Came at the right time, either to accelerate the run rate, get some 140, around 40. They do have a very good bowling side.
Oh. Turn. Extra turn means extra run. Just going down the leg. A wide has been called.
Very close to the leg stump, but it's a wide. Onto the back foot, played out nicely for the single, is off the mark.
He has been in a terrific form as an all-rounder, Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. And top of that, in the absence of Vinayak and Mohammad Nadeem, he has shown his leadership qualities as well in couple of games. Trying to go inside out in the air, and slow off the block was the fast bowler. Not a good effort. But what matters are the 4 runs for Saad Bagar.
Could have been wicket number 4, but a bit slow to catch that delivery, rather ball. Look at that one, comes nicely.
Oh.
A bit difficult looks from here. Finally, 4 runs comes for Royal Stallions. 74 for 3, 12 overs gone.
So 8 overs, left 74 for the loss of 3. Who is going to take the charge for Royal Oman Stallions?
Currently looks that Saad Bagar might take some chances. He has been there for almost 2 overs. He might take the chance for Jiten Kumar, keeping one end. Another 50 runs is required in all circumstances.
And also now we are playing on pitch number 4. Overall the boundary is 67 meters. Both sides of the square. So you need to have those strong muscles to clear the rope.
It is, I think, timings. If you are going for a maximum, perfect timings, that makes even longer boundaries can be done.
So spinners, they're doing a good job keeping the scoreboard in check. Apart from that 1 over from Zikria where he went for 12 runs, going for a maximum 4 and few singles. The going has been tough for Royal Oman Stallions so far.
Well, you correctly assessed the pitch. It's really giving too much turn to the spinners. And maybe in the second inning it might go a little more turn. As the sun is blazing there, the wickets became more dry and help the spinners.
Wanted to play toward that leg side. It went toward the top side. So another single. So Mujibur Ali started off well with the ball, just 3 runs, 13 gone, 77 for the loss of 3.
Mujibur, good 1 over his bowled, given away only 3 runs. It is Saishe who got a wicket also in the last over. And is going to bowl to Jiten Kumar. Nicely bowled outside the off stump. He's giving little air. And that is helping him to get some turn as well.
He has that sharp cricketing minds. Sai Shiv Narayan started his career here as a wicketkeeper batter, but now with Sami, regular behind the stumps for Yalla Shabab. He has some new role to play as a leg break bowler. He's doing a good job. Excellent running, converting that single into double.
Timely required for the Stallions to go for at least singles, at least 3 singles at least in an over, or at least 4 to get the runs going.
And also, Jamil bhai, from here we can see a layer of grass, green grass. But there's a surprise from Curator. Another good looking shot. This time from Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. This is how you tackle the spinners on this surface. You need to be brave, come down the track and go straight down the ground.
Rightly said, yes. And Jiten Kumar is that experience where he knows what to do. Come down the wicket over the bowler's head. But that grass to the fast bowlers, not getting the what you call skidding or swing. But the spinners, yes, they are doing their job.
Jamil bhai, there is a little surprise. Whatever I saw on the page from the Curator, there is a little surprise. The sprinkle of grass, but under the grass there are quite a few cracks available. From here we are thinking it's a lively grass. No, it's not a lively grass, it's dead grass. So that is the reason fast bowlers did not got much movement early on.
Spot on, yes. When you're talking about the cracks, it means that just to save that crack. That also helps the spinners as well.
Absolutely, and you have played a lot of cricket, and whoever the captain or the coach is there, that is the reason you need to go and assess the surface before the game.
Very important, very important.
It's always important because toss pitch plays a crucial role.
Definitely. If the captain or the coach reads the wicket quite well, they can take the decision what to do, what not to do.
Because of the toss, the captain Jiten Kumar, he said, we are also looking to bat first, wherein Yalla Shabab, they opted to bowl first. We'll have this conversation the next over. 14 overs gone, 85 for the loss of 3. The spinner will continue. Mujibur Ali, 85 for the loss of 3. Last 6 overs. How many more they can add from here onwards? I think around 130. Between 130 and 135 is a good total. You can defend. Now the cracks, for sure it will open up as the day progresses. So in that second innings, there is always a good chance for the teams batting first to defend the total. But for that you need to post some good number.
I have noticed one thing, Mudassir. The cracks on this particular square in Muscat, in our this Oman Cricket Academy building, are not loose cracks. They are solid under the mud, you can say. So that, I think, tack down towards the third man, that definitely gives some assistance to the spinners. But if those cracks are a bit loose, much coming out of that, that will be dangerous one.
Oh, absolutely. Then it will open, it will wide open. Then it will be unplayable for the batters. Poor delivery. 5 runs for Royal Oman Stallions. Poor piece of bowling. He bowled that almost towards that 7th or 8th stump towards that leg side. Poor piece of bowling.
Yes, and totally off the wicket, that is. 5 valuable runs at the right time when they are looking for the runs. It's coming.
Not having a good tournament, Mujibur Ali. Such a talented player. But short of runs and leaking runs in the shape of extras. Coming back to our conversation regarding the surface, a terrific job has been done by Anup and his men. It's not easy because weather is also not on your side, because really hot and humid conditions, to have that sprinkle of grass to keep the wicket intact.
No words for Anup and his team. What job they are doing. Absolutely marvelous job. They are all working hard all through. In such a blazing sun, keep the grass green and keep the wickets intact. It's hard. You play on, we have seen that. 6 days we have played on the one wicket and 5 days. You could not see any crack on the dangerous side of both the ends. That's absolutely credit goes to them.
Lofted inside out, not in control, going for that second, and with ease he'll get that second run. So runs this over. In fact, it was not wide. It was 4 runs from the bat, the third delivery of this over, which was down the leg. My apology for that. 15 overs gone, 95 for the loss of 3.
Mm. 95 for 3, 15 overs gone. Saad looks to be in good touch. Jitin 12. I mean, from where, how much total do you feel that Royal Stallions will come up to?
Very good afternoon, Jamil Saab, and of course, 5 overs remaining. Zikri Islam reintroduced into the attack. His last over went for plenty, as many as 12 runs. From here onwards, especially after the 15 over mark, as a matter of fact, you would be targeting those 10 runs per over. And 10 runs per over from here, 150 seems to be a more than decent score. So they've certainly gotten back in the game. Very mellow and very simple approach at the moment. Nothing too fancy, but now is the time for them to go all out, and now is the time for them to go for the big shots, the riskier options, and reach that 150 run mark. That will give their bowlers a very nice and comfortable backing and a total that they can certainly look to defend on.
Nice dependable total, 150 around, with some great bowling they do have. From here on, looks to be possible, with couple of wayward bowling from the bowlers and some great, this time coming down the wicket straight to chair. Some looseners, some good shots from the batters can come up to that total of 140 around, 150, what you said.
Certainly looking to get a few boundaries here and there. After the shot, he's probably pointing that that's where I want to hit him. But yeah, 2 big hits coming up very soon at the moment. Just 2 balls remaining in this over. Looks to cut, but this has been done very well by Zikri Islam, keeping it away out of the reach of Jitin Kumar Ramanandi.
And quicker one also, it's quite space in that one.
Punched down the ground. The fielder will cut it off, and Very, very economical over comes to an end for Zikri Islam. He's done well in a spell of 4 overs, only 21 runs, but hasn't got a wicket. 16 overs gone, Royal Oman Stallions, 98 for the loss of 3.
"24 legal deliveries to go. We can expect around 40 runs around. That makes them a bit confident they might depend that total. Crucial match for actually Yalla Shabab, this one. They will like to win it at almost every cost.
Yeah, and if they need to be staying in the hunt for that spot in the final, they have to win this one. Otherwise, tomorrow's game, Majis Titans versus Yalla Shabab Giants, is all going to depend on tonight's game, which is Majis Titans versus IS Invincibles. With the kind of form that Majis Titans has been in all this while, one might say that it would be not a very difficult task for them to get over IS Invincibles tonight. Having said that, the Invincibles are a very, very good side and they can be giant killers at this stage. Looking to spoil the party for the Majis Titans.
Absolutely spot on. This is what I wanted to say. That they are giant killers. They'll never know when they come back. Even scoring a modest total of 190, spearheaded by this Mohammad Imran.
Oh, he's edged it straight into the hands of the keeper. Looking to score a few quick runs, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi and Faisal Shah, as effective as ever, probably hit the right length on the sweet spot of the pitch and got a little bit of movement for himself, and it's going to be a very good thing to see the back of Jitin Kumar Ramanandi.
What a good delivery outside the off stump. Actually, Jitan standing and tried to cut it over the third man and got out. Wicket number 4, 98 for 4.
Faizan, the new man in for the Royal Oman Stallions, as they've just lost their 4th wicket in the form of Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. Shah Faisal, on the very first ball he's been brought into the attack, manages to get that breakthrough for his team. He's bowled a couple of very good overs, very miserly, just 7 runs, and those 2 wickets are probably an added attraction to his figures.
He's always among the wicket. Faisal Shah always trying hard, trying to get bounce off the wicket, move into the air and getting wickets.
Oh, once again beating the wood here. Shah Faisal is very, very attractive to look at, especially when he's bowling. He's got that very smooth, fluid-like action. Targeting the right areas, getting that swing, generates pace off the deck, so very quick and difficult bowler to deal with on most occasions.
It's all vetting, coming good whenever asked to whether the team under pressure or not. He bowled his heart out, got some wickets, tried to block the run rate from the batter's flow.
Looking for that quick single, but rightly sent back. How much of this has got to do with the intent and the positivity with the batters as far as their shot selection is concerned, Jamil Saab?
Well, I think a couple of shots were played rightly, but most of them are reckless a bit, you can say. They are when you are having played about 2, 3, 4 overs, you know what exactly the things, how the wicket is behaving. And in spite of that, if you play some wrong shot, you are losing your wickets.
Edged and through to the slips. Not able to hang on to that. So agony here for Shah Faisal because he's going to be getting that boundary in his name, or rather on his name. Have a look at that.
She'll fall short of the slip fielder, but he could try to stop it. But anyhow, 4 runs at stage definitely helped the Royal Stallions, of course, crossing the 100 mark.
It's either a dot ball or it's outside edge for Shah Faisal at the moment. He's just bowling very, very beautifully, enjoying the surface at the moment. This time he's crunched it towards the covers. It's only going to be a single as there's a fielder on the outfield. A very, very simple end to this good over by Shah Faisal. Only 6 runs of it, but he's gotten a wicket. 17 overs is just 1 ball away. Royal Oman Stallions looking to up the ante.
It's a cruel game of cricket, you know. 1 over makes you hero and 1 ball makes you zero, like that. And we have seen in this couple of days before the super over.
This time he's crunched it towards the mid wicket. And just like that, that ball crawling over the boundary ropes. So good result finally, and some good runs off Shah Faisal, not before losing a wicket to him. Have a look at that once again. Playing that slog, knowing that no fielder in that area of deep mid wicket. So a boundary now, even with this most slowest of rolling of that ball. 17 gone, 107 for 4 Royal Oman Stallions. Went for plenty in his first 2 overs. Umair Shakil has been brought back into the attack. They'll have to see this 17 to 20 over mark in a very, very quiet manner. Yalla Shabab Giants losing the plot somewhere around that 15 over mark when they could have gone for plenty here. Is there something that's got to do with the intent? Joining me in the com box, Mudassir.
Problem has been playing too many dot deliveries. If you're not able to find those boundaries, at least rotate the strike. Apart from Saad Bagar, the other batters struggled. Though Shahrukh got few boundaries and a maximum before he was got out trying to go big, was stumped by Sami. Nothing much positive we can talk about the batting order.
Oh, it's in the air for a little bit of time. Only going to be a single, and that will bring Saad Bagar back on strike. He's looking to attack, and yes, he's got a few lucky runs, but certainly it's that intent that has helped him get those lucky runs to his favour.
Rightly said, intent. You need to have that intent to get those runs. It doesn't matter how you get. At the end of the day, what matters are the runs for you and for your team. Still 16 deliveries. How many more they can add? They can add anything around 25-30 more. That will be a very good total on board.
Umer Shakil to Saad Bagar. Looks to play the scoop. Absolute comedy in the centre at the moment. Saad Bagar trying everything possible to get a few runs.
Got furious. Fell on the ground, trying to play that scoop shot, losing his control and balance. Banging his head. He knows there was an opportunity, not a good shot. That too against Umer Shakil to execute.
A little bit of change in the field now. Square leg comes inside the circle. Oh, big shot immediately as soon as he got that long off inside the circle as well. Saad freeing his arms and getting it over the head of the fielder. Good runs here, good 4 runs for Royal Oman Stallions and Saad.
Number 14 getting runs for Royal Oman Stallions. Deliberately he lofted that, knowing there is no protection at the rope. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, couple of bounces for 4 runs. Excellent piece of batting by young Saad Bagar.
Yeah, this is something to watch here, and we've seen this very rarely all throughout this D series, and that's to play with the field. A batter looking to attack those areas where there is no fielder. Once again towards the cover region, long chase for the fielder at long off, who has been now deposited at the boundary ropes post the ball that crossed the boundary ropes in the previous delivery.
Poor running. Just a single. Faizan Abdullah, fresh legs, but not fit enough to turn and come back for that second run. It was Faizan Abdullah. Saad was always interested to go for that second.
Right then, Umer Shakil for the last ball of the over. What's that got in store for us? Oh yes, he's looking for that big shot towards deep mid wicket. In the end, it's only going to be a single, a runner ball effort for Faizan at the moment. 18 overs gone, 114 for the loss of 4 wickets, Royal Oman Stallions. $18 overs done. Saad Bagar still hanging in there. 114 for the loss of 4 wickets, Royal Oman Stallions. Umer Shakil has got things going against him at the moment, but there is one bowler who's fighting and fighting really well, utilizing the conditions, and that's Shah Faisal at the moment. 2 wickets for 16 coming in to bowl the penultimate over. Full in the air, fielder looking to latch onto it, but not going to happen. The left-hander Faizan now joins the party with some quick runs, a boundary to his name. And once again, it's that field settings that have been exploited by the Royal Oman Stallions batter.
Brilliantly played over to the extra, or rather long off. No one is there. Clear. Intentions now looks clear from both the batters, Saad and Faizan. They are going for the run, and the right thing to do at this moment.
Some quick runs in the dying moments of this first innings. This time he digs it in short. Does not manage to get hold of it. It's going to end up safe. But now intentions very clear from Shah Faisal that he's going to go after the batters. He's going to produce those magic deliveries and not allow them to score as freely as they would like. Plus that rapid pace that he's getting off the deck is making life difficult. At the moment, the only lone savior right now is this man on your screen, right-handed Saad Bagar. And he's managed to score very quickly.
Well, the last dying moments of the bowlers have to taste everything they do have in their kitty to stop the run rate, stop the batters to come on to them. And Faisal, a lot of experience. He already got a boundary in this over. All have to go to the block hole.
Digs it short once again in the air. Fielder looking to come underneath it and he spills it over. Umair Shakil must have missed quite a very, very difficult catch, but it was something that had to be taken because it's a very important wicket of Saad Bagar who's looking to score very quickly.
I think he started a bit late. Could have been at least under the ball. But anyhow, effort was good, but not materialized.
What are his options now? Left-hander Faizan Abdullah. Certainly, Shah Faisal would not be looking to bowl wide outside the off stump because there is no protection over there once the ball passes backward point. So it's got to be short. Oh no, he decides to bowl full into the stumps. Only drill down the ground for a single. Looks to take the second, but now decides against it.
The fine leg has been brought in the circle. So intention, they will try to go outside the off stump as much as they can. Small flag fluttering over the Oman Cricket Academy building with the Oman Cricket Board flag as well.
Little bit of breeze making conditions very easy at the moment, but it's still a very hot and humid day in and around Al Amrat in the Sultanate of Oman. Utilizing the conditions will be key. Shah Faisal with the field setting for the right-hander Saad Bagar, third man as well as backward point at the boundary ropes. And full, a little bit of fielding. And it's going to result in a run out of Faizan Abdullah. Good work done by Shah Faisal, but what was actually some sort of a resurrection by Faizan Abdullah after a boundary or two is now going to end in a wicket for him.
The cleverness is that he took off the wicket because the bail was already down. That sort of intelligence is always, fruitful for the team. When the heat of the moment, you forget those things. And if you remember, it is always benefiting you.
Right then, another wicket down as Royal Oman Stallions look to capitalize on the dying moments of this innings. Last ball of the Shah Faisal over, and Saad Bagar is on strike, but joining him in the middle is going to be Karthik, the half-centurion, who came one down in the previous match for the Royal Oman Stallions. He's a good striker of the ball. looks to hit those big sixes and clear the boundary ropes. We saw that in the previous game, so certainly the ability is there. But at the moment, Saad Bagad making full use of the opportunity given to him to come up the order and score a few runs for his side.
Yeah, Karthik came in the last one, scored half century. And a very, very good off spinner as well. Been sent at number 7.
Full toss. Kept it away from the right-hander. Looking for that single and he's going to get it. Missed it. All ends up Saad Bagad on this occasion. Could have been a boundary. So Shah Faisal will be very happy that he's gotten away with only a single. End of the penultimate over. End of the 19th over. Royal Oman Stallions 122 for the loss of 5. Final over and Royal Oman Stallions on 122, 6 balls remaining. One would want to cross and amass as many runs as possible. Looks to act cute. It's in the air for a bit amount of time. Looks to play the paddle sweep. This is absolutely ordinary. Saad Bagad was probably ball watching all the way till the non-striker's end.
Poor cricket. He's just walking to his crease. Look at that one. Into the hands. He hit the stumps on the striker's end and later on now he's hit also non-striker's end.
You're very lucky that there's no mishap in the whole mix-up of things. Otherwise, it would have been a very embarrassing situation for Saad Bagad and at the same time Karthik. But what's important here, they've managed to rotate strike. Karthik with his very first ball this innings. It'll be very interesting to see if he can go for the kill right from ball number 1. A very interesting and very intelligent field set for him. Deep mid-wicket and long on, both patrolling the boundary ropes. Long off is there at the boundary as well. You've got a deep point, square leg and fine leg both in the circle, and so is third man. Nice. Thumps it towards the onside. Looks to gather that single rather than allow Yalla Shabab Giants to celebrate on a dot ball. Saad Bagad, who has done bulk of the scoring, has probably a better idea of the surface.
I think he should come up all out. Remaining 4 legal deliveries to go. All out, they will go and get some runs. Around 140 we're talking about. They have 5 wickets in hand.
Keeps it away outside the off stump. And very, very close and teasing distance on that wide line. This time the umpire rules it in favor of the bowler, says nothing doing, no extra run, no extra ball.
It was an intelligent ball from Omer. It was slow run outside the off stump. He's expecting that he will come down and try to smash him. Keep little away from the batter's range.
Full once again. All eyes on the umpire, who decides that no, it's not going to be a wide. So very quiet over and a very good over from Umer Shakil, who's gone for runs in his previous 3. As many as 24 runs, and now he's bowling one good over here. An over that could probably mean that the Yalla Shabab Giants go into that dugout with the momentum on their side, that they've managed to restrict Royal Oman Stallions rather than allow them to reach to a particular total. And that means a world of difference. Thumps it towards the mid-wicket region. It's going to be only a single rotation of strikes. So the last ball for Karthik. The onus is on Karthik to clear the boundary ropes.
Let us see what's going to do with the last ball. South Bhagat tried his best, played well today. This is the last ball. Played it out towards short mid-on for the single.
Yeah, well, he dug in out there in the middle, stayed there for a very long amount of time, especially when the rest of the players or the rest of the batters were heading back into the dugout. Karthik now in the air, fielder looking to catch it, and catch it is what he does. A very, very safe pair of hands in the deep, towards deep point, who was patrolling the boundary ropes. So Karthik will have to depart, and it's the last ball of this innings of the Royal Oman Stallions that's resulted in a wicket.
Finally, Umair Shakil got a wicket with his brilliant bowling. 125 Stallions, 6 wicket down, 20 overs they have played. So it will be a very, very good contest in place. Some excellent bowling from Yalla Shabab bowlers. Faisal Shah, Umair itself, Jay Odedra kept them under 30.
Absolutely. The story so far, all the batters of the Royal Oman Stallions got off to some decent starts, but then couldn't turn it or convert it into a big innings. Anshuman Prasanna 12 of 13. Junaid was struggling 15 of 20. But then Shahrukh 23 of 26. Saad Bagar hung in there till the very end, 39 in 30 deliveries and remained not out. Jitan Kumar Ramanandi 14 of 19. Faizan Abdullah hit a very crucial 6 towards the fag end of the innings. Karthik had just come in the last over, but then managed only a single of 2 balls and got dismissed in the last ball of the innings.
Talking about the bowling, it is Shah Faisal who got 2 wickets of 24, 1 wicket apiece for Umair Shakil, Jay Odedra and Sai Shiv Narayan. Good bowling performance from Yalla Shabab bowlers. They contain 125 to Royal Oman Stallions for 20 runs. And we'll see how it's going to bowl the next time when they come to bat on.
Here are how things started. Put into bat first. Royal Oman Stallions started off very well. Boundaries on both sides of the ground. And a crunching cover drive probably meant that they were certainly looking to score very quickly. But then the wicket of the right-hander, Anshuman Prasanna, and following him was the left-hander Junaid, courtesy some very good bowling by Shah Faisal. Sixes kept continuing. A powerful shot down the ground meant that they were still looking to score quite freely. But then this stumping. And then catching opportunities provided by Royal Oman Stallion batters meant that Yalla Shabab Giants kept getting back in the game, especially Shah Faisal, who picked up wickets at crucial intervals. A few boundaries over the infield, and then this run out of the right-handed batter, and then that final wicket of Karthik towards deep point, wrapping things up for the Royal Oman Stallions in this innings. Certainly a good run chase and a very interesting run chase coming up on the other side of the break. Do stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. And takes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is. beautiful ball. Edge away. Yes, it is.
Hello and good evening, and once again welcome back to Oman Cricket Academy. Match number 27, Royal Oman Stallions are already in the big finale. The bat at first posted 125 for the loss of 6. Shahrukh getting runs, Saad Baggar Waternock 39 unbeaten runs, and contributions coming at the top of the order from Junaid Alaviru, Jiten Faizan, 8 extras given by the bowling unit. Yalla Shabab Giants, kind of a must-win game for them. Fast bowlers, a wicket apiece to Umer Shakil and J. Odedra, a couple of wickets for Shah Faisal. In fact, it was Umer Shakil and the off-break J. Odedra who got a wicket apiece. Shah Faisal, a couple of wickets, a wicket to Sai Shiv Narayana. Going for 20 runs, Mujibur Ali 13 is couple of overs. The first game, day 12 of this tournament, match number 27, an all-important game for Yalla Shabab. And it's right time to introduce my fellow co-commentator for the first set of 5 will be Mr. Jamil Zaidi. In fact, I completely lost. It's Amin Wagle. My apology, Amin.
Yeah, well, certainly I'll take it as a compliment because the stats being mistaken for somebody of the stature of Mr. Jamil Zaidi, a senior person in this com box and a very enterprising personality. But nonetheless, you'll have to do with me for the first 5.
Just lost in the numbers and calculations. Not aware Amin was sitting next to me, but the first delivery, Jiten Kumar Ramanandi getting ready. It's Zoeb Amanat on strike. Oh, what a start, shaping it away from the left-hand batter.
He'll certainly have learned from what Shah Faisal did in the previous innings, and that's certainly that little bit of back of length deliveries that's taking that deviation away from the left-handers. Most of the wickets that came at the slips or at the keepers were for the left-handers, so certainly there's something in there for the bowlers as well. Also a point to note, Shah Faisal was bowling from the same end that Jiten Kumar Ramanandi, the Oman Tel end. So they'll be watchful, crunched towards the point boundary. It's going to be only a single, but intentions for Zoeb Amanat very, very clear.
It was an interesting field setup. Jiten Kumar Ramanandi, the captain himself, opting for 2 fielders, both on the square of the wicket, one towards that backward point. In fact, it was at point for left-hand batter. Now there is a change in the field. Square leg and long on for right-handed Hasnainul Wahab. 2 aggressive batters out there in the middle for Yalla Shabab Giants. Not only they'll be looking for those couple of points, also they want to win this with few overs in hand, just to make sure they better their net run rate compared to Majlis Titans.
Yeah, well, a very crucial game here for both the teams, as a matter of fact. They want to be in the positive frame of things. This is the last game for Royal Oman Stallions, and they know if they win away here, that final will be something that they'll be very confident about. And at the same time, Yalla Shabab Giants need to have their noses ahead in that second spot on the finals.
Slip, no third man. Coming into right-hand batter. And rightly said, going into the big finale, you want to have that momentum. You want to continue with the winning habit. As you're known in this tournament, the last time in D50, these two sides met in the final, it was Yalla Shabab who got better of Royal Oman Stallions. Backed offside field. There's a big gap between point and cover fielder. Anything towards the top stump, he'll be hammered by Hasnainul Wahab.
Yeah, this time around he's just played it towards the onside for a single. And that is why I really like this Yalla Shabab Giants opening partnership, Zoeb Amanat and Hasnain. They are absolutely adventurous and they know what risks to be taken and when it has to be taken. They operate in that power play phase and they know that scoring quickly in the power play will reduce the pressure for the batters to come. A wicket, yes, not a problem, but then it's very important to let their intentions lead a defense or set a target. Outside edge, and with the sheer power that Zoeb Amanat came down on that ball, moving away from him as a left-hander, and it certainly did half of the work for that ball reaching the boundary ropes.
A positive sign for Jiten Kumar Ramanandi, that movement and inviting him to go for that drive. Luckily, the short third was not fine. And first boundary in this innings and the first boundary for Zoeb Amanat. And rightly said, two aggressive batters. In fact, we'll come back to that in the next over. First over done, 6 for no loss.
From the Oman LNG end, and it's going to be Sagar Parmar, and he's been a bowler in form, especially in the power play. Looking to take him on right away. Hasnain ul Wahab is itching to get his hands on some runs at the moment.
Aggressive batter. Always make sure to provide that good flying start to his team, Hasnain ul Wahab. But I mean, sometimes I feel also you need to bat for yourself. Yes, he has got the 30, 40, but not able to convert that 40 into a big score. Though he has qualified to represent Oman at national level, because of not getting those big scores that dented the hopes of this young lad.
Down the ground for a single. But certainly he's got that inherent quality in him to score some big runs. It's just that he doesn't convert those starts into big scores, and rightly said, could have hurt his opportunities in that national team setup. I'm also very excited about this left-hander Zoeb Amanat, considering the fact that you already have a captain such as Jatinder Singh in the whole scheme of things, who's a right-handed batter. Zoeb Amanat, once he qualifies, can be an absolute blessing. Works it around. Very, very stylish player, Zoeb Amanat. Every shot is beautifully written by the southpaw.
One of the stylish left-hand batter we have here.
Played uppishly. A little bit of a chase for the fielder, but only a single taken, so they wouldn't worry about that so much. Once again, it was such a crisp shot and with good bat flow.
Not comfortable with this willow, opting for another bat here. No, he says, and without checking, he has got the third blade straight away. He took that blade into his hand.
The grass is always greener on the other side. At the moment, the bat is always better, the one which you've not tried. Oh yes, coming down the track. I think he made a good selection. It was quite punchy the way he hit that shot.
All you need to have that good feeling when you hold the bat. And 2 overs gone, 9 for no loss.
Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, left-hander, coming from the Oman tail end, and he's looked to trouble the batters a little bit with some swing and purchase of the deck against the right-handers. And still looking to get away, Hasnainul Wahab.
Hasnain and Zohaib. And talking about Zohaib Amanat, rightly said by you in the previous over, Jatinder Singh at top of the order. Zohaib Amanat, if he joins him, it will be a pair to watch. The top level, left hand, right hand combination for Oman.
This time he's crunched it towards the covers. What a belter of a shot. Going like a rocket towards that cover boundary. Hasnainul Wahab, certainly that willow, doing a little bit more than expected.
Slightly fuller, and this time opting to stay firm into the crease and goes towards that offside region. A glorious drive, finding the gap between two fielders. 4 runs, the first boundary for Hasnain.
And that'll do him a world of good here, Hasnainul Wahab. This time, delicate here from Hasnainul Wahab. If the last shot was all about the willow and the power, this one was all about delicacy or delicacy. I'll still have to check the dictionary for that, but nonetheless, it's a couple of runs to Hasnainul Wahab. That was a very, very fine looking shot towards fine leg.
I'll give you a few seconds to cross check that.
Delicately.
Delicately, yes. Jitin going for runs, looking for that first breakthrough.
Down the ground, only for a single. So expensive here. So far, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, the first over was all about troubling the batters. This over, he's been taken for a few runs. Not too many though, but certainly they've started to take a liking to what he's offering.
Going for runs, he might be forced to get a spinner from this end as well. And someone like Karthik.
Oh, brilliant. It's high up in the air. Change of pace from Jitin Kumar Ramanandi and losing the ball in the whole afternoon sky. That ball landing behind the back of Anshuman Prasanna, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure, is it Faizan Abdullah?
Faizan Abdullah.
Poor effort, that too having those glares. You're not able to sight the ball, and look at Saad Baggar giving the dangerous look. Poor effort from Faizan Abdullah.
One more ball remaining in this over. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi almost making a comeback. Will end the over well. As many as 8 runs from this over. 3 gone, 17 for the loss of no wickets, YSG. Sagar Parmar will continue all the good work he's been doing. But not right now. He's been just taken apart here from Zohaib Amanat. The sheer class by which Zohaib Amanat has struck that ball, one has to just sit and wonder how he does it.
What a talent. Rock solid, weighted and dispatched towards that offside region. Cracking boundary for Zohaib Amanat.
Another one this time towards long on. It's only going to be a single, but once again, it's that very, very hard intention to score quickly. What this does is that it gives the bowler a little bit of nervous energy, and what that does is it makes the bowler aware that one mistake and any of these two batters can certainly take you for runs. Shy at the stumps. No mishap here, but certainly they'll have to be watchful, both these two opening batters.
Such a thinking cricketers, these two. Get those runs, boundaries, also making sure to rotate the strike. Enjoy batting with each other. That is the beauty of this pair.
Down the ground once again. Left-hander Zoeb Amanat, and he's impressed one and all. He's got some runs in this edition of D20 powered by Fancode, so certainly in the limelight. And if Yalla Shabab Giants qualify for the final, so certainly he should be one of the main reasons why they do so, getting off to good starts for his team.
Lovely.
Watchfully played.
A rare defensive stroke from Hasnain ul Wahab. It's a rare sight. Someone like Hasnain to showing respect to Sagar Parmar.
Respect, you said? What respect? I'm going to still go after the bowlers the moment I get a chance. Hasnain ul Wahab charging down the track and hoiking one over the infield. It's not going to lead to a boundary, but certainly some runs here. If the first over was quiet, the second over was full of runs for Sagar Parmar. Yalla Shabab Giants ending the fourth on 25 for no loss. Introduced into the attack, Farman for the fifth over. The skiddy customer immediately treated very, very aggressively. What a shot here from Hasnain ul Wahab. It felt as if he was waiting for such sort of a delivery all throughout this innings.
Elegance in his stroke making. Always pleasing to the eyes, the way he gets runs. Waited and dispatched over the mid-off fielder. Welcomes Farman. It's a beautiful boundary.
Another one towards the point region. A misfield will allow him to run one. Looking for the second, won't get it. But that was struck really hard, and that probably led to that misfield as well.
He missed the trick here. Karthik, who bowled extremely well, especially in the power plays for Royal Oman Stallions, yet to come with the ball. Not able to find a breakthrough here, Royal Oman Stallions.
On the other hand, it's going to be Farman. Oh, can he pluck one wicket here? No, I don't think he can, because this one has been top-edged into orbit. What a strike here from Zoeb Amanat. Even the cameraman has lost the ball, and that was struck so powerfully.
Extra pace from Farman. Zoeb Amanat getting a maximum. So plenty of runs so far in this over. They started this over with a boundary from the blade of Hasnain. Look at that, some serious pace. He was not in control, but that pace and that wind took that ball sailing over that fine leg and the wicket keeper for a maximum.
Really like another angle at that shot, because it did seem that he was in control. It came off the middle, but then top edge is what the first inherent things. Runs here, more runs for the left-hander. This time towards the long on region. He's certainly earning these runs in boundaries, and sixes and fours. What an over here. Zoeb Aman, the left-hander.
Look at that cheeky smile from Hasnain. Not impressed. Just trying to take his shot. Even half it. Going for that 4 runs. For sure, he has a very good willow in his hand, I mean.
Yeah, well, unlike Hasnain ul Wahab, Zoeb Amanat has always been playing with that willow. He is certainly sure that the elegance and the power, the sheer power that he operates with is more than enough.
Almost batting at strike rate of 200. Now he needs to convert this 23 good start into a 50, 60. That has been the problem for Zoeb and Hasnain throughout in this tournament, apart from that 150 for Zoeb Amanat.
Wide. Umpire will not hesitate in giving that one. So still a few runs here on offer, and they'll be very, very wary at the moment, the Royal Oman Stallions, because the game should be looking to get out of hand if such delightful striking continues from these two batters.
A beautiful track on day 12. A well-planned, well-controlled chase we are witnessing from Yalla Shabab.
Oh, what a shot. This one's coming all the way till the com box. Watch out, everyone. Watch out, the glazing of this end of the Omantel tower. It's a mighty hit.
Make it 22 in this over. The stylish left-hand batter dancing down the track. And the lofted, launched in fact, Farman for a huge maximum.
What a strike that was. Still looking to continue, but misses this one on the last ball. Plenty of runs, as many as 22 of this over from Farman. 5 overs gone, 47 for the loss of no wickets. Yalla Shabab Giants are looking to be in cruise control mode.
So the final over, the power play, getting ready to bowl, is Karthik. What a tournament he is having. An impactful player, both with the bat as well as with the ball, but won't be easy against the likes of Hasnain and Zoeb. 47 for no loss. Leading on to the front foot, a firm push towards long on for a single. I've got completely wrong when I introduced Amin when we started this innings, but now I'm pretty much sure it's Jamil Bhai who joins me for the next set of 5. Good evening, Jamil Bhai.
Good evening to you. What a start by Yalla Shabab. They are on their track. Nicely played towards mid-wicket. First they contain 126 runs to the Royal Stallions, but now coming up with fiery batting from Hasnain and Wahab and Zoeb Amanat. Zoeb in particular looks to be in superb form.
Technically, he's very sound batter, Jamil Bhai. You have seen Zoeb Amanat a lot here in Oman. The way he gets those runs on the front foot, on the back foot, in the air, just falling short of long on. A complete batter who can get you those huge maximums, timely boundaries, always busy taking those singles. And the best part is his feet movement.
Justification for him to be in the national team in the right time.
Looking forward for the day when he makes into the Oman national side, but still long way to go. I think he has been here in Oman just for almost for 16 or 18 months to get eligibility to play for Oman. You need to have the 3 years residence visa.
Just almost 6 overs. Great run rate they are getting up. They want to correct their run rate, net run rate as well in the table. They are number 2 at the moment. Effortless played on to the long on. After checking from the fielder, it's a boundary.
Playing with the field. A controlled aggression, calculative risk. That is why it's important as a batter to reach the ball, use your feet. Though he was not in control, but he made sure just to clear that mid-on and 4 runs.
Superb. Yes. Rolling his wrist beautifully at his will. End of over number 6, 55 and a wicket, Yalla Shabab.
So the first 6 overs going in favor of Yalla Shabab, 55, 10 wickets in hand, still 71 needed. Zoheb on 35, run a ball 19 for Hasnain, and getting ready is the tall leggy Atta.
He's a good bowler, but I cannot use too much in this tournament from this Royal Stallions. Lanky, tall. Pulled once again to the cow's corner for the maximum.
The length has been very poor on the previous delivery, and look at that, in quick time shifting his weight on the back foot and hammered over that fielder at cow corner for a maximum. He moves into 40s.
They want to finish it in quick succession. Yalla Shabab. Absolute bowling form from them, restricting Royal Stallions to 126. And now it is Zoeb Amanat and Hasnain Al Wahab. Just a better one, outside the offer stump.
As a leggy, I want him to give a bit of air. The problem with Atta in this tournament has been the length.
Better ball. That's the area we like to bowl. Quicker ones. Because those type of deliveries batters had difficulty to play on if they don't have good footwork.
Absolutely. You need to be very watchful. The way Zoheb managed that single. Yes, he has got that maximum, but after that you can see that calmness in his knock. Yes, at times he looked to be aggressive, but switching has been at his best by Zoheb. between being aggressive to that calmness.
Today it looks to be totally a different batter, though he's always scored runs, but today it looks to be in supreme form, hitting the ball at his will, using feeds as well. 42 of just 21 deliveries with couple of maximums. Brilliant batting from Zohaib.
Going at almost 9 runs per over. That search for the first wicket continues for Oman Stallions. A googly, wrong one, going past the wood of Zohaib. So 8 runs, 7 overs gone, 63 for no loss.
Hassanul Wahab is giving him good support, keeping him quiet, giving all the cue to Zohaib Amanat. Just concentrating on singles and doubles, as he knows that his partner is in superb form.
Complementing each other is the beauty of this pair, Zohaib and Hasnain. How important to have that respect for each other, that love as a pair to get those runs, Jamil bhai.
Well, it is actually what you can understand with the two batters. They understand each other very well, and this time Hassan, Wahab and Zohaib, they know each other very well, complementing each other. So that's the reason why both of them playing with confidence, especially Hassan looks to be more confident. On the other hand, Zohaib is more aggressive among these two. It's beautifully bowled. Good one from Karthik. He also a very, very good all-rounder, Karthik. In the last match he scored more than 50 runs and got some wickets. Today has been sent at number 7. And the last match came at number 3. Outside field.
And that too, he got a 50, a brilliant 50.
Yes.
And I was expecting him to come at one down position. A late cut straight towards the fielder. But when you have such a strong bench strength, where you have so many all-rounders, it's always good to have that kind of headache for coaches.
It will be a competition between the members of the team who have been so much in that particular team. Each one like to, come up with his best performance. And for over number 8, 68 for no wicket, Yalla Shabab.
Cruising well, chasing 126. Not only they are looking to get that 126, but also trying to get in quick time.
Right area from Anand. This time he's bowling quite quick like a spinner is. Tall one getting some bounce off the wicket as well. Nicely played out to the long off for the single. No difficulty for both of them playing Atta. Just full control at the moment. Coming down the wicket, skied in the air. It's the maximum, hitting the side screen in front of over the bowler's head. What a beautiful shot, Mudassir.
Effortless, clean strike. Though he came down the ground, he did not went across. Instead of targeted straight over the bowler. That has been the beauty from Hasnain to the back foot. Hasnain on 24. Zoheb getting to his personal milestone couple of deliveries ago. The second 50 for this stylish left-hand batter in this tournament.
Beauty of the last delivery was that he came up and played that over to the bowler's head. Once again coming down the wicket. But this time the fielder is there. It was on the up. He came almost a couple of yards away from the wicket. That was the beauty of that shot, Mudassir. On the up he played with full row of the bat. Full toss, played out to the wider mid-on. End of over number 9, 77 for no wicket, Yalla Shabab. Great going. Perhaps the best partnership we have seen from Yalla Shabab opener batters. On the back foot once again goes for the single. Keeping the run rate and the scoreboard ticking.
Completely changed his style of play, especially in this inning. Hasnain ul Wahab. This is what we expect from this boy. Knowing his partner, getting those quick runs, sensible piece of batting. This is the first time I'm watching him. Hasnain ul Wahab face 28. Still, the strike rate is under 100. This is a rare sight.
There's good understanding between these two. Sweeps well. Crossed over for the single. I think looks to be quite good for Yalla Shabab. They are going good at the moment. 80 for no wicket. Another 46 runs required to win this match. Comes again down the wicket once again. And over to the long on boundary for another maximum.
Now he joins the party. It's Hasnain ul Wahab getting better of the bowler here. They have read the surface well here. This is the reason they're trying to come down the track Look at that, reaching the ball. That has been the beauty. Back-to-back maximums here. He looks to be in a hurry now, shifting the gaze. Hasnain Wahab.
As we were talking about that, he is a bit subdued, but immediately he came up with 2 maximum. Full confident looking. Look at that one coming once again down. That was the effortless one. The second one. On the same position, rather wider mid-on. Quickly moves down to 38. And looks to be easy moving for Yalla Shabab. Karthik is the bowler who has been punished in this over for the 2 maximum. End of over number 10. It is 92 for no wicket, Yalla Shabab. Introduction of Jitin Kumar looks to be a bit late. Good going by Yalla Shabab. Joining me, Amin. Yalla Shabab looks to be in comfortable moment at this.
Yeah, he certainly bowled in the power play period, a couple of overs, and probably the only bowler who has seemed to trouble the left-hander and the right-hander. The opening partnership for between Hasnainul Wahab and Zoeb Amanat flourishing, and how, because they certainly look to attack each and every bowler that's been introduced into the attack, punishing them with some big glorious sixes and boundaries all over the ground. So makes it very difficult for the captain Jitin Kumar also to wonder when he needs to be introduced into the attack. So most of this damage done by the opening partnership.
Absolutely. Superb batting from both Zoeb and Hasnainul Wahab. Hasnainul Wahab was a bit cautious in the evening, but last over he came up. We were talking about that he's been giving admirable support to Zoeb Amanat, but in the last over he come up with 2 maximum in successive deliveries.
They're just a couple of notches under that 10 run per over rate. And with both of them on this around 30 ball mark, they've scored something similar. And just like that, we've seen that Zoeb Amanat raising his bat, acknowledging those applauses from the dugout for a very, very well-made half century. This is absolute class here from the southpaw.
32 balls, 50. Brilliant knock from him. At least four maximums in this 50. Scored couple of boundaries. What a knock from him. And what a match it was also for Yalla Shabab. Cruising well.
Looking to up the ante for himself, Hasnainul Wahab. He's played a very handy knock, looking to attack every bowler that he's coming through.
Today he's playing a different role. As we're talking about, he's a hard-hitting batsman coming and playing his own game. But today he's been really remarkable. Confidence and, of course, patience.
Now for the left-hander, that deep mid-wicket going towards the boundary rope. So this should be a tad bit shorter than the usual full deliveries that Jitin Kumar Ramanandi hits. Yeah, much better. Immediately creating the doubt in the mind, and Zoeb Amanat looks to go towards the offside.
Well, Jitin Kumar, absolutely brilliant all-rounder, all the experience, one of the best bowlers in this tournament. Not only the bowler, brilliant all-rounder as well. Captaining the side and kept well so far in the last matches also, when Nadeem was not there.
Full. Oh, it's beaten the fielder. Or rather, it's been through the fielder as a matter of fact. He's managed to soften that shot by getting his hand onto it. A very, very quiet over Jitin Kumar Ramanandi has delivered here for ROS as 11 overs are gone, 96 for no loss. Half century and Zoeb Amanat facing Saad Bagar, who's coming in to bowl his first over. Oh, big shot. A fielder looking interested in that and straight into the hands. So first ball wicket for Saad Bagar. He's having a good day out there in the field. Runs with the bat and a wicket on the very first delivery that he's done.
Yes, outside the off stump and pulled it, but not powerfully. Pulled it straight to the witting edge of Anshuman Prasanna, I believe, took a good catch. So the first wicket, they're looking for, finally went back to the dugout.
Outworks another elegant left-hander in the form of Mujibur Ali, and looking to continue the onslaught because one attacking batter is being replaced by another.
Let's see how he's going to do things for his team. He's been sent into bat to get some quick runs on the board. is not among the runs in this tournament so far, bearing a couple of matches.
Watchfully played onto the bat. No run here. And he started off well, Saad Bagar, bowling with some decent quickness in those deliveries. Keeping low, and this time it's crunched towards the covers. It's only going to be a single off the mark. Mujibur Ali.
Saad Bagar played a good knock for this team today, Royal Stallions. And now he's bowling and got a wicket of the very first delivery of his first over.
Downtown, it's only going to be a single. So now realizing Yalla Shabab Giants that the match does seem to be very much in control. Just 2 away from the 3-figure mark. Oh, big shot. It's in the air, but straight into the hands of the fielder. Once again, it's that fielder, Anshuman Prasanna, who is standing there like a wall. A double wicket over for Saad Bagar. With 1 ball to go in this over, Mujibur Ali departs.
Well, 2 wickets in the same over. Saad Bagar today came up brilliantly by batting this time. Once again, it's Anshuman Prasanna. Safe fence. So wicket number 2, back to the dugout for Yalla Shabab.
So wickets tumbling at the moment, just a couple of them though. And one would believe that it is too little too late, but you never know with scores like these. 126, we've seen this happen many times before in this tournament. The tide's turning, match scenarios turning. 98 for the loss of 2 wickets. Yalla Shabab Giants. Saad Bagar for the last ball of his over. Oh, brilliant here. Beating Sanju Sajeev outside the off stump. So very good over for Saad Bagar. A double wicket, double run sort of an effort. 12 gone, 98 for 2, Yalla Shabab Giants. Chitan Kumar Ramanandi. Oh, big shot from Hasnain ul Wahab. The onslaught continues. Has he managed to clear the boundary ropes? They'll wait. No 4 signals. Umpire Karthikeyan. So inching towards his milestone now. Hasnain ul Wahab not letting the tempo dampen.
Coming down the wicket from full flow of the bat over the extra cover boundary. 4 runs. Beautiful shot from Hasnain ul Wahab. He sees the fielder is inside the circle, so he just picked it up over the head of the fielder.
Yeah, that's been the highlight of Hasnain ul Wahab this evening. He's looked to play with the field and minimize risks. This time towards the onside. Only a single, and he'll be happy with that because he's going to be raising his bat for a very well-made 50 runs, and it's come off 35 balls, a shade lower or a shade slower than his partner, Zoeb Amanat, but very, very important, especially at this stage where he'll look to now see his team home from here onwards.
Yes, it's absolutely brilliant effort. Very patient knock from him, though he's a very attacking batter. But today he changed his style, give all the support to Zohair Karamat, and then after his departure, he came up with some 2, 3 big maximum. Always get a well-deserved half century in just 35 deliveries.
Yes, a very, very level-headed performance here from Hasnainul Wahab. Absolutely top-notch and top-drawer performance from him. Sanju Sajeev now looks to attack. Is it over the infield? Yes, it is. It's another boundary in this over. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi finally not able to stop the flow.
Coming down the wicket once again, this time over the hit of the inside fielder to the long on by Sanju, and got a boundary of it. Trying to finish the match as early as they can. 107 now, just about 19 runs away.
Oh, big shout. Umpire Kartikeyan not interested, possibly going down leg.
Field spreading out once again for Jitin Kumar, who has been hit 2 boundaries in this over. One on the long on, one on the long off.
Oh, looks to hit it towards the deep mid-wicket region. A little bit of a chase for the fielder from long on. They'll manage to come back for 2 runs, so plenty of runs in this over, as many as 11 runs already, and spoiling Jitin Kumar Ramanandi's figures. Otherwise, he's been quite economical. Does seem to have gotten better for batting as the game has progressed. Oh, this one towards the onside. Only a single.
Sanju now looks to be in a hurry. Over number 13 gone, 110 for 2.
Saad Bagar, a double strike in his previous over. He'll look to continue. It's in the air. I think this one's good. As good as fetching Sanju Sajeev half a dozen here.
Brilliant one, coming down. Standing and delivering over to the long on boundary for the maximum. Just near the camera stall to cover the match.
10 runs remaining in this run chase. Trots for a single and possibly asking Hasnainul Wahab, I've hit 1-6, why don't you try another one? Because batting is getting easier on the surface, under lights especially.
We didn't see too much turn now, I mean, after the first couple of overs, but now it looks to be a bit flatter.
Looks to cut. Single taken. Any time now you'll see one of these two batters hit another six down the ground, and Saad Bagar could be the one favourable. Looks to crunch it downtown. It's only going to be a single.
I think with this win, their net run rate will definitely boost up, along the two valuable points on the table.
Big shot. This time it is towards the onside. Got down on one knee. Crucial 4 runs here from the bat of the right-hander. Hasnain ul Wahab possibly exploring the range of shots that he has with himself.
He's a complete batter. He plays all shots that a batsman should have. This time he swept it well. The vacant square leg boundary. Get 4 runs. Just a stroke away.
Oh, at the moment it's all slipping by from the Royal Oman Stallions' fingers. It's only going to be a single on the last ball of the Saad Bagar over. Turned out to be very, very expensive. As many as 14 from this. 14 gone, 124 for 2. Yalla Shabab Giants. Just a hit away. Yalla Shabab Giants. Atta will bowl his third. And straight down the ground, as elegant as ever. Hasnain ul Wahab just sealing it in the most remarkable fashion. And that's been that sort of a day for this right-hander. Hasnain ul Wahab attacking from ball number 1 along with his southpaw partner Zoeb Amanat, who has also looked to dominate proceedings here. Yalla Shabab Giants with a much needed win, making sure that they are in the mix of things in this Oman D20 powered by Fancode, entering into a consolidated phase at the top of the table or around the top of the table. Yalla Shabab Giants
won the match by 8 wickets, and what a magnificent knock from Hasnain ul Wahab and also Zohair Karamat, who laid the foundation of this great victory. The last maximum was obviously an effortless 6 over the long off boundary, and quick fire 15 from Sanju. That makes the way for Yalla Shabab to win the match by 8 wickets, 130 for 2.
That's the scorecard for this afternoon in the second innings. Match number 27, Zoeb Amanat and Hasnain ul Wahab both standing tall with that opening partnership and ensuring that their team records a much needed win, and a very, very quick win at that. 51 of 35 for Zoeb and 62 of 39 with Hasnain. Extras were just 1 in that run chase provided by the bowling side.
Not a very good bowling performance from the Royal Stallions had used to be. It was almost only wicket taker was Saad Bagar, who got 2 for 16, and none of the other bowlers got a wicket. Everybody good runs, especially 31 to Jitan Kumar and 27 to Karthik. None of the bowlers have any impact on the Yalla Shabab batters. So 130 for 2 in 14.1 overs, 1 extra.
Yeah, that's how things started, and it started very well for the Yalla Shabab Giants, scoring runs all over the ground, especially Zoeb Amanat and Hasnain ul Wahab, some towering shots. A few lucky runs as well, but then Zoeb Amanat looked to be dominating, hitting in the air at regular intervals and making sure that they placed those shots very, very precisely. Safe shots, never looked to give away their wickets under any circumstances, and most of the shots were powerful. Zoe Bamanat and Mujibur Ali both went in the same over, but then Hasnainul Wahab and Sanju Sajeev ensured that they kept their cool and reached that target in a very quick and effortless manner. And then finally, Sanju Sajeev also getting into the act, scoring some big runs. That slog sweep of Hassanul Wahab, very attractive. And then this final ball, last nail in the coffin, and sealing the win for the Yalla Shabab Giants.
The match summary: Royal Oman Stallions scored 125 for 6, with Saad Bagar top scoring of 39 of 30. And then it was Shahrukh who's got 23 of 25. Shah Faisal got 2 for 24. Jao Dedrar 1 for 17. And Sashiv 1 for 20. Chasing 125, it was Yalla Shabab's batter Hassan Ruva who got 62 of just 39 runs. Zohair Karamat brilliant 51. And Sanju Saji 15 of 8 deliveries. Only Saad Bagar got 2 for 16. Yalla Shabab Giants won by 8 wickets. Well, after a short break, we'll go back to the man of the post-match presentation by Mudassir.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
What a chase we have just witnessed here at Oman Cricket Academy. Calm, controlled and a real collective team effort. And in a must-win situation was Yalla Shabab Giants coming into this game. But we have seen what damage they have done to Royal Oman Stallions. And authoritative while coming down to chase the target of 127 in the second inning. Both the openers, they batted well and got those runs in just 14 overs. Just the right time to introduce our guest who will be giving the Player of the Match award, Mr. Hemachandran. He's also our match referee. Quite a few notable performances from this game. The likes of Saad Bagad in the first innings got 39 runs. In the second innings, it was Zohaib Amanat who got to a brilliant 50, but one man who got starts in this tournament but not able to convert into big scores. The right time, before some big games, he got a brilliant 60-odd runs. The Player of the Match goes to Hasnainul Wahab for his unbeaten 61 runs. A knock to remember in this tournament from the blade of Hasnainul Wahab. हसन पहले तो बहुत बहुत मुबारक. देर हो गई लेकिन बिल्कुल सही वक्त पे ये आपके बल्ले से रन आए.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का लाख लाख शुक्र अदा करता हूँ. उसके बाद अपनी अम्मी और अब्बू के स्पेशल दुआएं थी और दोस्तों ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया बैट फार्म में. और इंशाल्लाह क्रिकेट में गुड फार्म बैट फार्म आता है और जो क्रिकेटर वो समझ सकता है कि सही टाइम पे अपने आप को फार्म में लेके आना. ऐसा क्रिकेट
बैट फॉर्म तो नहीं कहूँगा क्योंकि 30-40 तो आ रहे थे, वो एक 50 कहीं ना कहीं मिसिंग थी. जोहेब अमानत का कितना इंपॉर्टेंट रोल होता है जब आप उनके साथ बल्लेबाजी करते हैं?
जी बिल्कुल, ये तो सब बोलते रहते हैं कि आपका जो पेयर है वो फेवरेट पेयर है टूर्नामेंट का. तो मैं और ज़ुएब अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह क्रिकेट के बाहर भी बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हैं और हम यही डिस्कस करते हैं, ज़्यादातर क्रिकेट पर डिस्कस करते हैं कि बड़ी इनिंग्स खेलनी चाहिए. जैसे हम सेट हो जाते हैं उसके बाद हम डायरेक्ट विकेट थ्रो करते हैं तो वो नहीं करना चाहिए.
डेफिनेटली. और जो आज आपकी नॉक थी वो बिल्कुल हम सबको ये भी दिखाया कि आप लंबा भी खेल सकते हैं, सिंगल्स भी ले सकते हैं और उम्मीद करेंगे आप इसी तरीके से खेलें आगे.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. इंशाल्लाह कंटिन्यू करेंगे ऐसा.
वेल डन हसनैन. और that was Hasnainul Wahab, the player of the match from this game. So there is one more game lineup. It will be Majlis Titans. They'll be taking on IS Invincible. So stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way.